going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Dalton. This is Arms and Farms, the Footlong Farmer YouTube channel. What we're going to do moving forward here, guys, we're only going to post 2 to 3 videos a week. Things are a little bit slow. It's going to be a little bit hectic at home. So my wife, for those of you who do not know, works for NIAC, which is New York Animal Ag Coalition. They put on the birthing center at the New York State Fair every year. Sorry, got you guys all smudged there. So she's gearing up over the next 3 weeks. She's going to be down in Syracuse most of the time. So I'm going to have all 3 kids at night flying solo, which we can absolutely handle. But trying to make videos after work and stuff, that gets a little bit tricky when you're doing that. So, long story short, 2 to 3 videos a week. We're going to start combining days worth of content into a video. Because each day there might not be enough to really make it worth being an interesting video. So that's what we're going to do. It is Tuesday. It is 1:35 in the afternoon. I'm running up. I got to push up feed at a heifer barn down the road. And then we are going to go pick up some dry hay. So we bought, every year we buy some big squares of dry hay off of a neighbor. They've got some kind of an arrangement with a really big horse farm about 10 minutes down the road. It's always really good quality stuff. So I think we're going to pick up like 5 or 6 loads of that, and that's what we're going to do to start off this video. First I got to push some feed, but then that's what we're going to do. Other than that, I don't really know what's going on today. It is currently 94 degrees, which for New York, that's hot. Hot. Hence the hat. I have absolutely fried my forehead like probably 4 times this summer already, to the point of peeling and blistering. So I decided I'm at the age we're going to start embracing growing up and being old, and we're going to start wearing goofy hats to keep the sun off of our forehead, because my hairline is in fact receding a little bit, and like I said, I have fried my head many times. So yeah. Chance of rain tomorrow. It wasn't there before. We're up to a 60% chance. So we're hoping that we just get hammered, honestly. Not like, yeah, hammered with rain. That's what we're hoping. I mean, either way, the shoe fits. But we're hoping we get hammered with rain. So say a prayer for us. We are out here picking up some hay, and boy, is this some nice stuff. It has been as dry as can be, like I said, for a few weeks now. And this hay didn't even get tedded. They just mowed it. Got a little clover in it, a little bit of alfalfa, but mostly grass. It's second cutting. This is a farm that's got horses. They small square enough for their horses, and then the rest of it, another farmer bales, and they take it and they sell us, a few loads here and there, because they don't need all of it. And yeah, it's just a really, really good system, and it works out for a lot of different people. But man, is that good stuff. You should smell this stuff. It's good. We're gonna get 5 or 6 loads, but yeah, just an absolutely beautiful spot up here. I'll get a video when we're going down over the hill too. They got horses. I don't know if they're race horses. I don't know the first thing about horses, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spot up here. It is hot, but it's just got a nice breeze up on top of the hill like this. It's really something to see. So, like I said, Jack's stacking it at home in the mow, and yeah, Caleb's out here loading us. Pretty slick. So we do not dry bale any of our own hay. We grow straight alfalfa. Our baler's kind of old and tired, so we don't do any of our baling. Just buy it out of the field like this generally, and that's enough to get us through the year. We just feed it to our calves and you know, weaned calves. We don't put any in our milk cow ration or dry cow ration. Our dry cow ration gets wheat straw, so that's where we get that supply from. Don't mind the dirty windshield. It's wet and it's dusty, so every time you try to wash it, we're always in a hurry to get out of there, so you wash it, and then when you're pulling out, it gets all covered in dust too. But this place is like absolutely incredible. I can't remember the story about who owns it. I'll find out. I want to say they own the casino up in Batavia or something like that. I don't know for sure. Absolutely beautiful though. You know there's money when there's horses, because yeah, horses cost money. This place is really something. I do worry driving on the blacktop when it's, you know, 94, 95 degrees, but just not turning sharp. American flag, and I don't know what it says, something racing. Now the flag said something about a racing team of some sort. Like I said, I think it has to do with horse racing up in Batavia. Outside road, not a lot of traffic. There's pasture that goes a ways that way, and it goes out on 63 as well. So hundreds of acres, but absolutely beautiful place. Always love getting to come down and pick up hay here once a year. Seeing how everything looks, because it's always just as neat and tidy as can be. Definitely goals for a farm. All right, it is the next morning. You guys can really see now that this stuff is in the barn. Quite how just nice and green and soft this stuff really is. What do you guys think? Huh? That's pretty yummy stuff. We had to stack a few loads down here with our straw on this barn just because our mow is full and our other barns are full because we just did straw. So too good of a deal to pass up. When you got hay quality like this, you'll find a spot for it. That is just soft green hay. All right, it is Thursday now. We had a little event. Had to come up here and talk with Grandpa. He is starting to work on this driveway down here. This is the driveway, again, we infamously got a manure truck planted in, the 9320 planted. So we're gonna really put some time in down here, as you can see, making just a monster ditch, and we're gonna move stone and got the dozer down here and a whole bunch of stuff. But let's go show you what we've been up to this morning. All right, so we're down here about a mile from the scrapyard. Again, those of you guys who have watched me have seen my scrapyard trips. You know this truck. Every year that I take it, I'm like, yeah, this might be the last time. Well, I got the load off. I was on my way home and the cab filled up with smoke very, very fast. Like very fast. So, you can see the floorboard rusted out so bad that it fell down onto my exhaust pipe. And it caught everything on fire right here. And I had started cutting pieces out and throwing it out the door, waiting for Tyler. Tyler managed to get here in about 4 minutes with a fire extinguisher. And we put her out. So she's not gonna stay at the scrapyard. I guess we are planning on taking her home. And we're gonna park it in the woods. If anyone wants any parts off of this truck, comment. I think it's an 18-foot box. I think the hoist is good. I mean, it still lifts and it dumps. It's not perfect. You know, you see you got some rust spots. Oh, fair amount of rust spots, but a couple little pieces of scrap metal still up in there if you really want to. But, you know, if anyone's interested in this, shoot me a message. Bet you we'd make you a hell of a deal on it. Decent box, decent hoist. Rusty, what are you gonna do? Tires pretty well done. I mean, there's some tread on them, but nothing to get too excited about. It does currently have a running DT466 motor in it, which we can show you another time. But the batteries are so shot, we air up the tanks and jump start it because we only use it twice a year. But yeah, caught on fire. So guess you could say things got a little hot around here today in the old binder. So wish me luck on getting it home too, by the way. You know, we're not out of the woods yet. Here, Tyler's gonna follow me, and I do have the rest of that fire extinguisher still in the truck. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. Cool. Got the service truck down, airing it up. We're gonna see if the old Ford's got enough to get her rolling here. All right, let's see what we got. Gonna have to get more speed. Come on, baby. That didn't do it. Grab another gear. All right, she is alive. Woo, smells like a fire extinguisher. NASCAR's throttle pedal sticks to it. You gotta pull it out by your foot. Come on. Woo! Alright. Got a new air conditioner in here. Oh, hell. Keeps blowing that fire extinguisher stuff up that, you know. Stuff kind of deprives you of oxygen. I think that's the whole point of it. Oh, jeepers. We're gonna put her head out the window. I'm on fire, I'm on fire. Help me, Tom Cruise. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. I'm on fire. We were actually just talking. What we might do with that truck, we might cut the frame off behind the cab there and weld a hitch onto it, make it a tow-behind trailer. It's not in perfect condition, but if you put a hitch on it, hook it behind the 8200 or 4840 or whatever is available, technically you got another silage rig that we haven't been able to use for silage because the motor and the truck itself has been so bad. Well, not bad, but you know what I mean. It's not very safe with the way the brakes are and It's a pain to start, and the motor's underpowered and all of that. But maybe if we cut it off, put a hitch on it, and just put it behind the tractor, we would have another usable box. Even if it was just around the farm, moving pack manure or bales of hay or straw around or some dirt or whatever. But if it was a wet fall or something, technically hook it behind the tractor and you got another silage rig that can get it, you know, in and out of fields fine. So it's a thought. We're gonna play around with that idea a little bit. Got to take a little better look at the rear axles and the bushings and all that stuff, because if all that's real wallered out, I still don't know if it'd be worth it, but we're gonna look into it. So yeah, so to end today, I gotta clean the fresh group. But to end the video, I wanted to show you guys a 2-year-old on our calving pack here. She's a Lavoy daughter, Levoy. Pretty sharp heifer. The only real complaint, and it's not a big complaint, is the way she tracks on her rear legs. But I think it's just because she's got more set than we're used to seeing. The breed right now has a lot of posty-legged cows. So we actually prefer these cows with a little more set to their leg. But let me show you this heifer. This is black heifer here. She'll be 2 in September. She's a load of a heifer. She's doing a week and a half. But I just love the way this heifer's built. Got that uphill front end, you know, big, rugged, wide front end. Long head and neck. You can see what I mean by the thorough placement's a little far back. She's got more set in her leg than, you know, most of our animals, but I actually kind of prefer that. You can see how much bigger she is than this captain daughter here beside her. Nice little captain daughter, but that's going to be just a heck of a cow, I think, for as young as she is. Side profile. She's a little high in the pins just because of the way that thorough placement is. When she's just regularly standing and walking, you don't notice it as bad, but you drive a Mack truck between those hips. I mean, just wide, rugged, bullish heifer too. When she wants to go in a headlock, she goes in the headlock. She doesn't care who's there. Those are the kind of cows that last and, you know, really seem to do well, especially in the freestall environment. That are just big bull-headed, rugged old cows. And this one, like I said, she's, you know, 22 months old. Not even thinking about, you know, aging or anything. But I'm excited to see how that udder turns out too. Like I said, another week and a half of filling up, but looks like it's gonna fill up, not fill out. Excited about that. Just a nice heifer. Not a show winner, but I don't know, one that catches my eye. Again, as I've stated in the past, I'm partial to the black heifers, so maybe that's why she caught my eye, because so many of them are white these days. But I just really like that heifer. Wanted to show her to you guys. So. Yeah, Lavoy daughter. We've had a couple nice Lavoys. I think Garza is the #1 genomic bull now. We've got quite a handful of them. They're just cows. We've got a couple that are nicer. But, you know, Captain's been on top for so long. I don't think Garza's going to live up to the, you know, what Captain has done. And they're not going to look like Captain daughters. I think Captain fell from #1 to #3, Jack told me. I'd have to double check on that. I think Captain's at #3 now, and that Garza bull's #1. Sheepster is #2, which we have over 100 Sheepster daughters on the ground now. So that was a pretty positive new proof for us, I'd say. Fresh cows heading to the parlor. There's a nice Renegade cow, second lactation Renegade. Again, because I'm partial to the black heifers, but real nice udder on that one. Here we go, girls. They're headed down. Those of you guys new to the channel, this is our new barn up here. This is the fresh group. It's the only group that goes to the parlor from up here. So they walk down this slope, And the parlor's right there. That's the holding area, and the parlor's off the front of it. So, yeah. Did not end up getting any of the rain that was in the forecast. Today was a 40%. Yesterday was a 60%. Yesterday morning we got just enough of a sprinkle to wet the dust. That's about it. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but nothing you can do about it. So anyways, guys, that's kind of how we're going to do these videos here. We're going to piece together a few days at a time. So that way when something interesting like catching a truck on fire happens, we'll throw that in the video, but I'm not trying to drive boring content into people, anything like that. And like I said, with my schedule, the way it's been at home, got some pretty good deer on camera. Like, good ones. So I've been spending some nights out getting the stands up and trail cameras up and stuff like that. So that's taking up some of my time. Taking my wife out on a date tomorrow, either tomorrow or Saturday. Going to the big Wyoming County Fair tractor pulls. It's gonna be the first time I've been to a tractor pull in a while, in a hot minute. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, so this is how we're gonna do the videos. I hope it works for you guys. I hope you guys still enjoyed it. We'll see you guys in the next one. Rock on, guys.